All right, hello everyone, and welcome back to Unveiling Beauty. So excited to be here with you today with some amazing guests. And Ammon Carver, how are you?
What's going on? I'm doing fantastic, Nick. I'm really excited, and I was actually thinking today about what a cool show we have. And I don't know about you, but this has been a particularly interesting last couple of weeks. Getting ready for the holidays, trying to find the holiday spirit. And it's been one that I've had something really unique that I've never experienced before that I wanted to share with you. So as you know, in my entire life, I've always been a dog person. And then I met Jeff, and now I have 2 cats. And cats and Christmas decorations are a whole different game. It is so funny. They are getting tangled up in the lights. They're pulling down the ornaments. You guys are going to see some pictures here where they found that the lights that they can lay on are a nice little warm bed. So they've created a little nest within our decoration. So it's been so fun, but so different to come. Every time we come home, there's ornaments and bows and things that they've just taken and scattered all over the house, and they've redecorated themselves. So I was actually wondering, because I know you have a new little fur baby. Have you experienced anything interesting this year with your decorating with Tino?
I do. Fortunately, I don't have cats who can climb on tables and things like that to grab decorations down. So I'm all good there. But no, he's been really mellow and pretty chill. He just likes a lot of socks. So every time I do laundry, he wants to take it all from me. Pull it back in the house. So we're working through that. But otherwise, he's been super cute.
He's the actual sock monster. That's so funny. All right. Well, listen, we have an amazing show today, as you know. Living for Lashes says it all right there. We have some amazing guests that we're going to have come on today that are going to show you guys some really, really cool techniques. But, Nick, I know that you wanted to talk about a little bit, what do we have in store? What's Unveiling Beauty? For anybody who hasn't seen it before, what's Unveiling Beauty all about?
I know. So Unveiling Beauty is an opportunity for us to come together as beauty professionals, share tips and tricks with the beauty pros out there, but also with the consumers, because I know you consumers out there want to get behind the scenes and understand all the tips and tricks that us beauty professionals do every single day so you can recreate them at home. So this show is all about really inspiring you guys who are watching it to take your beauty routine to the next level. And with that, we do a show every single Monday that is everything from hair and makeup and just everything beauty you could think of. And then we go back on Instagram the next day and we announce a lucky winner who we give away a cool prize to. Unfortunately, this Tuesday is going to be a holiday, so we are not going to be on Instagram. However, we are still going to have one lucky winner that we are going to announce on Instagram tomorrow evening.
And how do you win that prize, you guys ask? Well, engage with us today. So while you're watching today, if you have questions, if you have experiences, anything that you can do, the more active that you are and the more you engage with us, the more likely that you could be the lucky winner of that prize that we will announce tomorrow.
That's right.
All right, Nick, let's jump into the show.
Yes, that's great people we have.
Same page. So today, our 2 guests that are going to be wowing us all about lashes are first Ulta Beauty Pro Team member, Deney Adam. Hey, Denny, what's up, buddy?
Hey, guys. You guys look really festive over here. You look fantastic, all of you.
Thank you. And then I also want to introduce April Lopes-Hara. Did I say that, April?
It's April Lopes-Hara, but you're close.
April Lopes-Hara. How's that?
Perfect.
I get Amen. I'm on, so I hope that you'll forgive me. I'll get it right.
I forgive you.
But it's good to correct people while we're on this live format, so everybody now knows they can get it right? And you are a professional makeup artist and esthetician.
That's correct.
Fantastic. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
So today we're talking about lashes. So Denny, talk to me. What are you going to be showing us about lashes today?
Well, so today I'm going to show you guys how to do your natural lashes without extensions and make it look fuller and make it look plump and make it look very extra for the holiday.
All right, I like it. And April, how about you? What are you going to be showing us?
I'll be talking all about false lashes, how to apply them flawlessly, but also very easily.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Okay, so Deney, why don't you get us started? Talk to us about the first step that you would do, and then I have a couple of questions for you, because like the first one that comes to me is like, I know curling your lashes is a thing that I think a lot of makeup artists learn, but a lot of people that are at home don't really know the proper way to really curl your lashes. So is that where you would start?
Yes, of course. Curling your lashes is the most important step on doing your lashes. Actually, you could get away with just doing that and walk out the door. But a trick to how to curl your own lashes is to, I don't know if you guys can see me. I'm going to get a little closer. You might get a little nostril action, but forgive me. My lashes are super curly, so it's going to be a little bit extra for me to get them. So it's to get it at the root and do 3 pumps and hold it, and get it in the center and do another 3 pump and hold it. I don't like to curl the end of the lashes because I like when they flare out instead of curl in. So that is my trick for mascara. For lash curler.
April,
mascara is coming as well.
All right, before that, April, talk to us about lash extensions and false lashes, and how do we know which is the right one?
So whenever I'm helping a client or really anyone pick a false lash, I always ask them first, are they looking for a lash that's going to open their eyes wider, or do you want a lash that's going to elongate your shape and give you more of that cat eye look? So I would typically, if I'm doing a cat eye, like for instance today, I have on a lash that's longest in the center, which will give me a more open appearance, versus ones that are longer on the tail, which will further elongate that shape. So something that I want a little bit of balance today. So I'm going to do something that's longer in the center to balance my 1-inch long wings.
They're 1 inch long?
They are. It is early. I wanted to open these babies up as much as possible.
Oh, that's amazing.
She brings the drama. That's my kind of girl.
Yeah, I know. I can't wait to see it, April. That looks so cool. And I've actually never understood the ratio of like actually using different length of lashes to change like the shape or the openness of your eyes. So it's really interesting. So if you want to get started, I'm going to actually bounce over to Deney and start to talk to Deney about what he's doing next. Deney, so you've curled the lashes. When you're looking for like a mascara, like what are the qualities? What are the things about a mascara that a makeup artist like yourself goes, this is what makes a good mascara. This is why I love this mascara.
Well, it all varies. For me, it's all on the brush. And then comes the mascara. I love a fuller lash and I love a thicker mascara. I don't like more of a liquidy, but some people do more of a liquidy mascara because that tends to run a little bit. Plus, I don't have any lashes, so if I'm gonna use a mascara, it needs to be bold and thick. So a little bit more on the creamier side, not too liquidy, and it's all on the brush, and all depends on what you're trying to achieve. For somebody who just want a very supple, like very soft and pretty lashes, I would do a brush that's a little bit thinner. I don't know if you guys can see. This is by Too Faced Better Than Sex. I will do a brush that's a bit thinner and the bristles are a bit rugged. So that's gonna get in all the little lashes and then just pull it out. So it's gonna separate and keep your lashes pretty natural and pretty. And if you want drama, this is by Kat Von D. And the brush is a bit thicker, as you can see, and it's pretty much uniform. It's thicker on the bottom, and as it goes, it gets a little thinner. So when you get in the smaller area, so you could get in there, but this would grab a lot of product and you could just bulk it in there.
So Deney, keep going for a second, because actually, when you're applying, go ahead and start applying. What is the proper, is there a proper way? Should you start on the outside? Like I don't, surprisingly, I don't wear mascara every day, although I might start. But talk to me about like, what is the correct application approach that people should be taking when they're putting on a mascara?
Well, there's a million ways, but what I like to do and what I feel that works for me is to start from the root of your lashes and do a bit of stroking
Can you come even closer to the camera?
Yeah. Stroking and brushes at the same time. Some people like to just place it and give a little bit of scrub and brush out. So that's going to give you more volume on the bottom and flare out. So this is for somebody who wants very natural lashes. As for me, or for somebody who wants a little bit more volume, what I like to do is just stipple it and keep adding, because the hair is going to grab whatever fiber that's already there, and it just keeps going to keep building up the fiber. So you might end up looking like camouflage a bit, but I do like that look.
I
don't know if these young kids know China Faye. Well, look her up.
Look her up, right? Well, Deney, you keep going on that eye. I want to bounce over to April for a second. So, April, talk to me. I think people sometimes get overwhelmed with how do you pick the right dimensions and diameters of the lashes that you're putting on, and how do you glue them down? What are some of your tips for that?
So I feel like it's really rare that you can actually take a lash directly out of its packaging and it fit perfectly to your eye shape. So I think that's the biggest problem, is people always complain about the inner and outer corners lifting, but it's not a user error. They're just not trimming their lash. If it's too long, you're gonna have it start to pop up on the front or the tail end. So what I recommend doing is taking your lash and just hold it up to your eye, kind of where your natural lash starts. I don't know if you guys can see this.
Yep.
And kind of see how much of that lash is still hanging off, and go ahead and just trim that. Also, always trim from the outer portion of the lash band, because typically in the front, they do have shorter lashes to blend in with your natural ones. So if you were to trim from that end, you could end up having a really blunt, harsh beginning to your false lash, which makes it a little bit harder for it to blend in and look more flawless. So I'm gonna go ahead and trim these to match my eye shape.
That's a good little, can you by chance trim them so we can see on camera, or is it hard to do? Yeah.
So I'm just taking some little eyebrow scissors, and what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna start by taking off this last little chunk here, and then we'll remeasure and just see if any of that is still hanging off. So that looks pretty good. I'm gonna go ahead and start the gluing process, which I also have something to say about that. I feel like most of the packaging, it says to just wait maybe 20 to 30 seconds for the lash glue to get tacky, but I actually wait about a minute and a half, because we want that glue to be so tacky that wherever you place it, it's not gonna move around, it's not gonna get messy, which I feel like is another thing that a lot of clients have a problem with. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply this using the House of Lashes glue. And this is also sold at Ulta. This is my favorite lash glue. It's latex free, which I love.
Are you putting it on the? I'm so sorry. I want to see.
Here we are applying the lash glue.
Yeah.
We're doing just one coat, nothing too crazy, and I'm gonna let that sit. The cool thing about this lash glue is it's very white when you first apply it. So you can see as it starts to get a little bit translucent, we're starting to get to the tacky place that we need to be. So I'm gonna let this just sit for about a minute, and then we'll go ahead and apply it.
That's so funny. I love that. Go ahead.
No.
I just wanted April. I was. You'll have a second. I promise. I'm going to pass it to you. Just 1 second. I just wanted to talk about. It's funny because April, the way that you talked about the tackiness of the glue, the word tacky to me, like I was also thinking, you know, what's tacky is when people don't measure. You can actually see the lash, like it doesn't. Like that's when you're like, I can clearly tell that you're wearing false lashes, and like it defeats the purpose, right? Like in the world of a hairdresser, that's like, you know, if we're looking at somebody, you're like, I can see your like extension track. Like you need to do a better job of like covering it. I would liken it to that, right? You're like your eyelash is like way longer than it should be, which looks tacky, but you want to make sure that you're getting that glue to a tacky place in a positive.
In this case, tacky is great. We want tacky. Yeah.
All right, Deney. So pass it over to you, and you've been dying to talk. So it's your turn, buddy.
I'm taking over the show today, but so no, I just wanted to point out that, for example, see, I made a little bit of mistake here where the mascara gets to my skin, so don't freak out if that happens.
Show us closer so we can see the mistake. Oh, cool. Okay.
So don't freak out. Just let it dry for a minute or two, and then take a little Q-tip and just flick it out. Don't remove it while it's wet. Also, I want to point out, if you want to make your lashes even thicker, use a cream pencil. This part is a bit tricky and could be very sensitive, and go inside of the rim of the lashes on the top part, and just feel it out, maybe halfway, just to give you that kind of wing idea, because you could see the difference between that eye and this one. Though this lashes is super thick, but this is thinner. This, I wanted to give the ratio of the two, but yeah.
Looking good. So April, is that about ready to apply now?
Not yet. We're not quite there yet.
I do have a question then. While I'll buy you some more time, April. While it's still getting tacky. So Deney, you said the words like it can be a little bit tricky. Let's just talk about what you mean by that, because I think that it's like a delicate place to write a pencil, right? So somebody who's not familiar as a makeup artist, like placing that pencil on the inside, is that what you meant by when you said it can be a little bit tricky?
Tricky and sensitive. I think the proper word I wanted to use is sensitive. So what you want to do if you're doing it on somebody else is have them look down and press up slightly, and just keep asking them if they're comfortable or if they need a break, because I feel that helps a lot, so they're not start to cry. So just keep asking them their comfortability on how to proceed with this.
And then if they're doing it at home on themselves, like should they hold it like that too, or should it just be like you did?
It's actually easier for you to do on yourself because you trust yourself. It's to hold a small mirror or not. It's to hold a small mirror and just look down on the mirror and then go inside of the rim. I prefer to do it outside, because once you're coming to the actual pupil of your eyes, it starts freaking you out. So just do it outside so you can get that almond-y kind of shaped eye.
Well, and a lot of times when people go too close to the inside of the eye, then it gets on the eyeball, and then you're dealing with a whole nother set of problems.
That's true too.
All right, April, how we doing? Ding.
We're ready. I just want to see, I don't know if you guys can see what this looks like. If you can see the translucency that's coming through. I'm trying really hard for this to show on camera, but we'll see. So when applying the lash, sometimes people apply it with their eye closed. I personally feel like it's easier to apply with it open, so you can see exactly where that lash is going to sit once your eye is open. So I'm going to go ahead and start by just attaching that inner corner first. And then we're going to touch the outer, and then just press it down in the center. And that's it. Pretty easy.
So
very easy. I have a question for you, April. So do you always, was it for today so that you would have a finish look very easy and just focus on the lashes, or do you always do the full eye? Like you have beautiful full eye done, and then is that lash always the last step that you put on, or do you put on the fake lashes and then do any of that other stuff? Does that ever change the order?
I feel like I pick my lash and then I do my eye makeup based around what the lash is. So if I know I'm going to have a bold full lash like today, I'm going to do something that's a little bit more intense, something to draw it out and balance it. So yeah, it depends on, I literally live for lashes. This is 100% my thing. So I definitely base it around the lash and then do the eye makeup.
So talk to me about how now you blend your lashes with the false eyelashes so it looks as natural as possible.
So the two things that I do last, first, I like to use a little bit of mascara just to blend your natural lash into the false lash, because there's nothing worse than when you look to the side, you could see your natural lashes kind of shooting down and then see the false lash all beautiful and curled and whatnot. So I'm just gonna take a little bit of mascara. You can use any mascara that you have, just enough to blend that together. So I'm just gonna do a little coat.
Would you ever curl them together, April, like after you place it?
So I actually curl them prior to the lash application. So I always do a quick curl, a really, really small layer of mascara just to get your lashes prepped. and then place the lash and put one more coat of mascara.
Cool.
And then once we do this light coat of mascara, I do one more step, which is just concealing any of that leftover glue. Sometimes you can see a little bit of shine from the glue when it dries, or these white glues, they don't actually dry completely clear. It does have a little bit of a white tint to it, and that drives me nuts. That's definitely tacking in the wrong way. So we're gonna go ahead and cover that with a little bit of just liquid liner, whatever you have. And I'm just gonna cover that. I don't know if you guys can see this.
Yep. Yeah.
So that's it.
Looks great.
Drama.
Yeah.
Drama.
I love it. I love the variations between the two of you, showing two totally different end results on how to get a beautiful eye. I mean, if you think about it, we're walking around in masks all day long, every day now, and the eyes are more important now than ever to really pop and make a statement and show your personality. So I love the two totally different looks.
Well done, you guys. Good tips from both of you. I echo what Nick said. Good usable stuff that I think that, you know, whether you're a professional and looking just to like up your skills, or you're somebody at home that's just wanting those tips to like understand how to apply or how to make your lashes look thicker, you two nailed it. So thank you guys so much for the tips that you offered for our viewers today. Thanks for being on the show.
Thank you for having us.
Of course.
We'll see you guys.
soon. All right, well, Emin, you know, we are always launching new products, new innovation at Ulta Beauty. So I'm excited about this newest launch coming out of Lancôme right now. And to tell us all about it, we have Carrie Stewart, who is a field brand manager at Ulta Beauty. Welcome, Carrie, how are you?
Hi guys, thanks so much for having me. I'm so excited to be here.
So excited to have you here. So tell us, what is going on at Lancôme?
Oh my gosh, we are so excited because we have our newest mascara launching exclusively at Ulta Beauty, which is so exciting. It's called Lash Idole by Lancôme, and that will be launching next week on the 27th.
So Carrie, you only have, it looks like you only have one of your eyes done with mascara. Is there a reason why you only did one?
I was following along with Deney and I only got one done. Just kidding. Yes, so with our mascara launching next week in store, you might see beauty advisors and store associates only wearing mascara on one eye to showcase our fabulous new formula, so that you can really get a gauge on what it'll do for your lashes.
I love it. You know, in the world of, you know, where we can't sample right now and we can't test products in store, I think this is such a cool, unique way to start a conversation with a guest, and they could be socially distanced and see the difference between having one eye done versus the other. But tell me, why is this mascara so unique?
This mascara has both a really unique brush and formula, which again, Deney touched on in his segment about why both of those are so important. So start with the brush, and he did teach us how to kind of make that tight line effect so that you can get a little bit more color density at the base of the lash, which results in a fuller looking lash line. So this mascara, if you use the inner curve of the brush, it kind of does that for you because it's depositing the bulk of the product right at the root of the lash. So it's gonna fill in that space between the lashes and give you a really, really full looking lash line. But you can also use the outer curve of the wand as well, and kind of lift those lashes, and it'll give you a bit of a curl. And then you can pull on the lashes to give you additional separation. There are 360 little micro bristles on the wand, and they're different sizes, so it'll grab each and every little lash. And then the formula is a featherweight gel formula. So it's really, really light. It won't weigh down your lashes, and it'll give you those really fanned out, flirty looking lashes after.
That is so cool. Well, I'm excited to get my hands on it and try it. You know, I started out as a makeup artist, so I still geek out on all the new makeup trends that come out. So I can't wait to get into an Ulta Beauty, see this new mascara. I know it's been the talk of the town lately, so I know everyone is super excited.
We're so excited about it. And if you have, when's your birthday? When's your guys' birthday? Oh, okay.
February.
Well, for those of us who have December birthdays, it was also the December birthday gift, so people get a little bit of a head start on testing it out.
Cool. I love that idea. Very, very fun.
Yeah.
I mean, perfect for the holidays, right? So, and I love that we got these tips that you got, and actually the tool with the product solves those tips that they were using different techniques for. So that's so cool. And like Nick said, what a great way for us to showcase so people can see the actual difference. I mean, I can see it on your eye right now. So clearly the product works great. And I just like practicing saying the name because it sounds so amazing. Idole. Like I just, did I say it right?
So chic, right?
Idole. It's so chic. Like,
nobody does it like the French. Yeah.
Like, I'm gonna buy it for my family just because it sounds like so chic, and they're gonna think that they're extra chic every time they wear it. So
and it's gonna give them lash extensions in a bottle. Yeah. Yes, of course.
Well, I like that description.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, Carrie, thanks so much. Good to see you. Have a great
great to see you guys. Have a good Christmas.
Thanks for being on the show.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
All right, Ammon. So lots of lashes happening this week. Tell us what's happening on the next Unveiling Beauty.
So on the next Unveiling Beauty, which is going to be after Christmas, we are looking at an episode called Crazy for Colorful Curls. So that's pretty like indicative of what you can expect to see from that episode. But the guests that we have on that episode, Nick, are amazing. I'm so excited to see what they have to share and the tips that they're going to share in the world of color for curls and how to make sure that the curls still look fantastic and they don't get dried looking, but they look, you have fun with color, but still keep your curls looking fantastic. So you won't want to miss it.
Maybe they'll have an idea for me. Now that I'm a girl. Well, anyway, I look forward to that show. Thanks everyone for tuning in today. Have a beautiful holiday season, and we will see you next Monday on Unveiling Beauty. Have a great day.
Okay.